Buongiorno! Today we're filming a mini haul slash try on of some new products. I mean, they are not new products for somebody because they came out pretty long time ago, but I never tried them, so I wanted to try on camera for you. Maybe you can find some options you never thought about it. What I want to try is this one from NYX, is the Highlighting Contour Pro palette. This one is Palette Professionnelle pour Illuminer. Okay, that was French. It got lots of shades. There's a yellow tone, more peachy tone. I think this one is the highlighter, and then down you find the bronzer and the shadow to contour with. I'm really excited about this, and I wanted to try as well Nars bronzer. This one is Laguna bronzer. This has a lot of hype on YouTube. A lot of beauty gurus use it, and I really wanted to try it on. I'm not gonna lie, I already swatched it and this looks so promising. I cannot wait to put it on my face today. This one is an old but a goodie. This one is the Matte Manizer by Thebalm. I love the packaging. This kind of vintage 50s vibe that it's giving me. It's so stunning. I heard of it watching Desi Perkins. It was her go-to highlighter for so many videos and I fell in love. So I said, why not to try it? I have already my foundation on and I put concealer and baked under my eyes, and of course, as you can see, I filled in my brows just because I wanted to focus more on this new stuff going on here. Also a new setting powder. This one is from Maybelline, it's the Fit Me line, which is a pretty good line, I have to admit. This is the Matte+Poreless for my combo skin. I think this will be really good for me, at least I hope. Guess what? I have a blush, and guess which brand? Wet n Wild. Yes, I think the quality in their blushes is so stunning that why try other things, you know? I can just switch to another shade and maybe give it a go. This one is the Pearlescent Pink. I swatched it before and oh my god, I tried to open. This stuff, you know, this one safety sealed for your protection. Okay, I don't want to be that protected, man. Okay, I got it. So the little brush that comes in, I don't use it. And this one has lots of glitter in it. So I don't know, maybe it can emphasize the look of pores or something. But maybe with a good brush in the right position on the cheek, this should not be a problem. Let me swatch it. It looks almost like an highlighter. Pretty good. So let me start with this video. I hope you'll enjoy it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram and keep on watching. Okay, first thing I want to try is the Matte+Poreless pressed powder. I'm using the Expert Face brush from Real Techniques. This one works really good with the loose powder that I use for baking and also with the Rimmel pressed powder. So I don't know if I want to try to stick with this or maybe try another one. Let me make half of my face with this and half of my face with another brush. So let's start. This is blurring me out. I'm in love. Guys, I'm in love. Oh my god, this gives you doll-like skin you cannot even imagine. It's like when you are face tuning your photos and you are blurring, you know, that beautiful fading. Oh my god, this is beautiful. So this is a packing brush and of course it's giving me a lot of coverage because everybody knows it. This is dome shape but it's really dense, and the powder, it's so powerful with the blurring effects that it's giving me, but I think it's also because of this brush. So I want to give it a go with another one and check if you are my new love or if it's the brush. So I want to go with a more fluffier one. This one is from Wet n Wild, so cheap. This was like $2.99, something like that. I love it. No, I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it. Let's stick with you. Let's pack this on. Yes. Good job, Maybelline. Love you guys. Okay. The first thing was good. Okay, I'm in the mood. Let me go ahead and contour with these beautiful palette, cheap as well. These 8 shades, it was like 28 euro at the NYX store that we have here. For my paleness, I will have to stick with the more cooler one, this one in the bottom. This one is the number 6 Toffee. toffee slash caramel. And what I will do is to apply it with this NYX brush. I have a mirror over there, that's why I'm looking down, so that I can see what I'm doing. By the way, I really like this brush. I used to use this to contour every day. Lately I switched to this other one from Sephora, but this is still a good brush to contour with. It's definitely smooth application. I don't think it's blending that nice. I don't know if I packed too much. The color is okay, but it's a little bit muddy here. Let me try to be more careful to the other side. And let me check if with a lighter and the outcome will be better. I was so excited. Don't try me. Don't you try me. I'll make it work. I can make work everything. Do you see? Okay, it's blending, so I can save this mess. I don't know, I think it's better to move on to the other things and give you my final thoughts later. I don't know why here it doesn't want to blend. I think that I packed too much. This side, way better than this. Yes. Let's try to contour the nose. Let me grab my versatile brush. I gotta be careful because to contour your nose, it's a big deal. You gotta be tough. I like to go down the tip of the nose just to shorten the appearance of my nose, and then just a little tiny bit on the bridge. No man, I don't like it. I don't know what the deal is, but it's grabbing onto my foundation. My nose looks straight red and I don't like it at all. Let me take some of what's left over here and blend it out. Maybe this will help the situation out. My nose is red, guys. Okay. Let's try to pretend that it's not red at all. Let's move on. I'm pretty sad. I was so excited before. Okay, stop. There's nothing else I can do with this, with the nose and with anything. So why don't we try to mess it up even further and go with the banana powder? Let me grab this one. This is a small multitasker complexion. Okay, it's fine. You're multitasking like me. Let me grab this yellow powder and try to brighten my under eye area. This is pretty brightening. Definitely not bad. Smooth application. I really like it. Or maybe I think I like the dense brushes more. I don't know. This is a first impression, so I think I have to play with it a little bit more to have a real straight opinion on this palette. But let's roll with it. Not bad. Okay, so now I want to try, I have to. First of all, I love Nars. I love Nars packages. This is so sleek and so elegant and so, I don't know. This one, it's a huge pen. And the mirror is so good. Let me grab my Sephora brush and let's bronze up my face. I want to go over the contour as well. Beautiful color. I knew you were promising. Lately I'm liking to bring my bronzer really low on my cheeks because sometimes I skip blush. I don't always wear it, so I like to still have color on my face, and I will do it by putting my bronzer pretty far down. Okay, let's go on the forehead. I got so much hair and it's so hot in here. Summer has came in Naples and it's gonna be hot. Okay, definitely now I have to blend it out. I packed too much on. It blends so quickly. Beautiful color, beautiful powder, beautiful bronzer. Like it. As you can see, I just put my hairs up in a ponytail because I was waiting so hardcore. Okay, now it's time for the Matte Luminizer. I want to use this. I bought it in a market. I don't know which brand is it, and it was like less than €1, but it's a good one. Yes, of course it's cheap looking and cheap feeling, but so nice. Let me try it out. I want to coat the brush. Beautiful. The way this brush is applying my highlighter, it's stunning, you guys. I'm loving it. This is the thing that I'm liking the most with the Fit Me Matte+Poreless. I think they are the star of the show, for sure. Yes, I'm applying the third coat, and I'm gonna go for the fourth. I wanna blind you guys. I wanna blind. What if we try with the other brush on the other side? Yes, I think I'm gonna do this. This is beautiful. Happiness again. Let me go ahead with this one. This is beautiful. I don't know how to describe this color because it's icy, but rosy, champagne-y, not golden at all, but it's like my skin color, but reflective. It's perfect. Melts seamlessly. That's why I like it. So I was telling you that I changed the way I contour and highlight. I prefer to put the highlighter before the contour so that it melts better into the skin. But I think that with this type of color, you can place it anytime you want. I mean, you can put it before, you can put it after contour. Let's use the fan brush on the bridge of the nose. Just a little tiny bit. And on the tip of the nose. I'm blinding you guys. Why I'm so happy about it. So last but not least, let's blush the apples of the cheeks. I'm gonna go with this brush. I love it so much. It's lilac-y. It's the Essence powder brush, but I like it to apply blush on because it's so fluffy and it will not pack on too much color. It's not that pigmented as I expected. You see, this is straight coral, but it's not that coral on my cheeks, which I like in a blush because it will be so difficult to blend it out, but it's melting through the contour and the highlight so beautifully. Let me go to the other side. The fake smile when you apply blush. Winner is, the winner is, if it is, Wet n Wild. Okay, you guys, so here's my final thoughts. So about the NYX palette, I have to say for sure I have to play with it a little bit more, get more comfortable with it. Maybe it was the brush I admit, maybe this one was too big for the pen. Why do you make this so small, you know? I just used 2 shades out of it, so I cannot tell you 100% if I like it or not, but 50% I like it because the banana powder, that one worked great with me. The undertone is fine, it's good, it was blendable. There's lots of powder kick-off, I have to admit. I don't know, let me swatch some other colors. This one, this has to be Nectar. Let me check on my hand. Okay, and this is like a setting powder. This is the banana powder. This one is the brightening powder that you can choose between the banana powder and the brightening powder under the eyes. Of course, there are a lot of shades because it has to be universal, you know. I don't think this will fit for deep tones, but from fair to medium skin tone, it's very versatile. Let me swatch the other ones. Okay. They look pretty similar to me. Again, I have to play with it a little bit more. Maybe I will update you in the info box below. Absolute love for this boy right here. This one blurs you out like nobody's business. This is really good. I'm really enjoying it and it's keeping me pretty matte. I applied it all over my face. The only place that I'm shining is where I had the highlighter, so it's doing a pretty good job. Oh, it also has a mirror and a little sponge that I will never use, but let's pretend. Okay, here it is. I'm really excited about this. It's a big discovery for me. I think that I'm gonna switch between this and the Rimmel and check which one I like the most. I like to switch it up a lot of the time. I don't do the same steps every day. I don't use the same stuff every day. I like to play and sometimes I wanna be matte, sometimes I wanna be more dewy, so this one will be top shelf for sure. Let's talk about Nars. This one has to be one of my new obsessions. This bronzer has the perfect shade, the perfect pen size. The compact is so sleek, you can travel with it so easily, and it blends really, really nice on the skin. I'm light, I'm not that pale, but I'm nearly as medium. I am a light complexion, and this worked so good with me, and I saw it on Lusterlax. She's more tan than me and works pretty good with her as well. So I think this one is really, really nice, and I'm sure I'm gonna use it all over, all over, all over, all over. From all these first impressions that I did today, the award has to be for this bad boy right here. I'm in love, you guys. You saw my reaction when I was putting it on my cheeks. I also put it on my nose, which I don't always do, you know, means that I really liking it. I don't know if I like it best with the fan brush or the packing brush. It showed up on my cheeks, stunning it both ways, so no matter what brush you're using, this bad boy will never fail. I'm so glad I bought it. I'm really liking it. Thebalm, I love you. Last but not least, you guys, here's the Poreless and Peak from Wet n Wild. I love this blush as much as I love the other that I have already. It blends really perfect. The color payoff is stunning, not too overpowering. You don't have that poof in your face where you have these rosy cheeks that I really don't like. This one is more on the peachy side, corally. As the name says, pearlescent pink. It's pearlescent. You have this beautiful glow on your cheeks, but still color, and it blended perfectly with the brush, so I have nothing bad to say about this. We already know that Wet n Wild got the most beautiful blushes I ever tried. I don't know about you guys, but I love to read the name on things in different languages other than English. Langal Tender Cremiger Lip Gloss for something matte. Oh, by the way, this is the Essence Matte long-lasting lip gloss. This is not a lip gloss. This is straight on lipstick. It's a creamy consistency, which shows off so velvety and shiny, but it's not a lip gloss at all. I got long-lasting creamy lip gloss for velvet matte lips. Does not dry out the lips. High coverage. I agree, 100%. I wanted to put this in the video as well because I'm in love with lip color that I choose. And by the way, the eyeshadow that I have on, I use the contour, the Laguna bronzer, and the Matte Luminizer. Nothing easier than that. That is another trick that I do when I don't wanna open my palettes and try to come out with a different smoky eye or something, but really quickly with the brush, with 2 or 3 brushes. That's it. And the Kat Von D, this never fails, you guys. I don't know if you can tell. Okay, you guys, that's pretty much it. Nothing else to say. The only thing that I was not liking that much was the contour shade, but the rest was on point. So this one came out not bad at all. Look at that. Still, I'm in love with the glow. I love you, Matte Luminizer, I do. Okay, you guys, hope you enjoyed spending time with me. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye! I'm back. It's always like this, when you don't think that you wanna have a ponytail and you put it like whatever. Comes out so nice. I like it. Let's get out of this town, baby, we're on fire. It came out pretty. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore like we used to do. Shake. Let's start. Oh my god, I always do this. Why? What's wrong with me? Okay, let's pretend it never happened. Be gentle. You're a girl. You're a lady. Okay. Listen to me. Bello. Molto bello. Look at my hair. All over, 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 all over.